you can let them do their job here, and you can go about your business. They can scan the car around it. I'm not getting out though.
Oftentimes, cops have the upper hand at being the only people in society who often go unchecked and become tyrants of society. But there are a few times where the common man stands up for their rights. In May 2023, a part-time YouTuber by the name of One Love Ent posted a video of his traffic stop, which he did not take well. He knew he did nothing wrong and was firm on his civil rights.
They called all these police for nothing. Tell me I pulled out the Sheets parking lot when there's oncoming traffic time I ain't make a complete stop. Why when I make a complete stop when there's oncoming traffic? That just sounds stupid. He pulled in the parking lot the whole time.
The victim clearly has some pent-up anger about how the cop had conducted their stop so unsafely. I mean, for people who spend all their time on the road, the cops should know better.
We're gonna do a scan of the vehicle, so if you don't mind, step out of the vehicle.
What for what? Have I been suspected of committing a crime?
We can scan any vehicle we want as long as.
But have I suspected of committing a crime?
For a legal reason. So
that's a traffic stop. That's a traffic issue.
Do me a favor, step out of the vehicle.
Write me a ticket so I can go by my way. I'm not stepping out the vehicle, bro. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do absolutely nothing. If you pull me out this vehicle, I'm gonna file a lawsuit, bro. You violate my rights.
If you don't step out, I will.
I'm telling you, legally getting out my vehicle when I haven't done anything wrong. Absolutely nothing. I was pulled over the other morning going to work for my headlight, right? I fixed it. You want to check it? I fixed it. If you can pull that up, I fixed the headlight. I just came from my house, get gas, got me a soda, got my oil change. I seen you pulling Sheets, eyeballing the car the whole time. I don't know why y'all keep pulling me over. I'm out here working because I'm in a union. That's why I got Mississippi tags. That's the whole reason you pulling me over. I drive the other car, you pull me over in it. You pull my old lady over in it.
Right, well,
it's just ridiculous.
It's obvious that this was not the first time that the police were harassing Ent, but they had also been targeting his family members. Having a different car tag is not a good enough reason for these officers to be suspicious. It stinks of racial profiling by the cops.
Okay, then step out of the vehicle.
No, I'm not. Call your supervisor, man. Call your supervisor. I want to speak to your supervisor, please. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. I'm telling you, pull me out the car. That's all I'm telling you. My people's work in McLean, Virginia. I'm telling you, you pull me out the car, you're making a big mistake.
Well, the issue is
you're making a big mistake.
For a legal reason.
You stopped me because you said I pulled up. No, you didn't come to the car. You didn't come to the car and said, "Sir, you smell like alcohol. You smell like marijuana." None of that. None of that. You just go to your car telling me you pulling me over for a traffic stop.
And he goes off on them, giving them a piece of his mind as the police just try to harass him. First with opening his door, unlawfully as well, and then also surrounding his car with that many officers.
I'm not stepping out of I'm not stepping out of shit. That's my right, dude. You don't know you don't. I'm done talking. I'm done talking.
You gonna step out of the car now?
I'm not stepping out of shit.
No?
No.
Okay.
Give me your supervisor. Let me and him talk. All right, cool. Your sergeant, whoever's in charge.
Okay.
I'm not stepping out. Once I step out of the vehicle, I lose my rights. I'm not stupid.
What rights would you
Whatever,
need?
dude. You're being recorded. We're being recorded, so I know I am. That's my right too.
Okay.
So let me roll down the window for him, so he can see, he can smell everything. This is my work vehicle. You see my fishing poles? I like to fish.
We've been fishing.
I'm about to go buy me soon. Yeah, look in there. Ain't nothing in here but work.
A final warning call is given to the officers, along with a very clear request to talk to someone on a higher authority. This, combined with him recording, was a very smart move that kept him safe.
Let me roll down the window for him, so he can see, he can smell, everything's clean. This is my work vehicle. You see my fishing poles? I like to fish.
We've been fishing.
I'm about to go buy me a boat soon.
We're in the wrong button, buddy.
Yeah, look in there. Ain't nothing in here but work tools, fishing poles, a battery from my truck that I just sold, charge it up for this guy. That's it. I don't do nothing. Whatever y'all perception is, why y'all keep pulling me over, it's gonna stop. After today, it's gonna stop. I follow traffic rules. Well, if I haven't followed traffic rules, check my driving record. Check my driving record.
He clearly has a point here, and the officers are speechless. They know that they've pushed him too far. Quick thinking by Ent as he opens his windows and nothing criminal can be found, thus clearing himself.
I have way more tickets. Y'all just me for no reason. Which I'm with it because I need some money, free money. You want to give it to me? I'm going to get it. So, I don't need the money. I work for a living. No, you don't. No, you don't. I haven't did anything wrong, sir. I haven't did anything wrong. I let y'all slide on 6th date when y'all pulled me and my little girl out of the car one night. I let y'all have that. That officer, he's no longer working with you guys. I let y'all have that. I let y'all have. I didn't fight, and I really had y'all to the left then, dead to the left. I didn't. My auntie told me you say, but I'm not getting out the car, man. I ain't did nothing. What you want me? Do I have a warrant? All right then. I ain't did nothing. I haven't did nothing.
Having no warrant, no motive, and no probable cause for concern regarding Ent himself or his car, or what is inside of it, the cops are really grasping at straws to try and justify this stop.
The reason we want you out of the vehicle is because it is their policy that the occupants of the vehicle have to be out of the vehicle while they do the canine scan.
What they doing the canine scan for?
We can stand in the vehicle.
For what? So why didn't the lady that pulled me over the other morning, why didn't she do the same process?
I have no idea. I wasn't there.
And my headlight was out, and I haven't done anything wrong. Anything.
Different officers.
How you went back there eyeballing me and go around the corner, you would have seen me. The dog ain't alert nothing. He came to the...
Even though the officer's excuse was right for wanting him out of the car, the problem remained that the K9 still came close to the car and wasn't alert when they smelled drugs.
He said he pulled me over because I didn't stop coming out of Sheets, which is stupid. There's traffic coming. Why wouldn't I stop, sir?
I can't answer that.
Why wouldn't I stop?
Do me a favor. Take the keys out of your...
First of all, he pulled in looking at my vehicle while I'm pumping gas.
We're not going to argue with the danger.
Are you the sergeant?
I am. If he stopped you for not stopping, then that's the problem cause for what we're doing.
This is a traffic stop. Why can't he just write me a ticket and I go by my way?
Because he has indicators that he wants to run a dog run.
For what, though? For what is the reason?
What do we typically run a dog run for?
Okay, but he haven't said anything about he come to the car. He never said once he suspected me doing anything, sir.
Why is it necessary
Nothing.
for us to argue about this?
It's not
If you have nothing in
because if I'm telling you I haven't done anything wrong and he's saying that I have,
Okay.
it's his word against mine.
Okay.
I haven't done
So
anything.
then if
Despite the sergeant arriving in the horde gathering, he just turned out to be as spineless as the rest of the...
you let them do their job here, and you can go about your business.
They can scan the car around. I'm not getting out though.
Once the dog alerts,
They get it ain't gonna alert. Well, that you just automatically saying the dog's gonna alert. That's what you're saying. You're on camera.
I said if.
No, you're pretty much telling me that. That's
I said if the dog alerts.
that's like you're pretty much saying
Are we gonna stand here?
you just telling me what you're gonna do. Whether or wait, it don't matter what y'all do, man. There's nothing in the vehicle.
Can you at least turn your ignition off for me?
There's nothing in the vehicle, so you just gonna want to violate my rights.
You have nothing to worry.
Go ahead and violate them. Yes, it is. You just gonna violate the right. You can open the back door and let them in if you want.
And, clearly not afraid of the officers finding anything, consents to the dog searching whilst he's in the car. The man just knows how to use his rights properly.
What reason? I don't know. Didn't say anything about nothing when he pulled me over, but all of a sudden he want me out of my vehicle to search my car when I have done anything wrong. This is America. This is book. They gonna violate me like this. Book. I'm a tax-paying citizen. This is what we gotta deal with in America. I shouldn't have to go through this. Shouldn't have to go through it. I didn't go to work because I was today. When it got blood done, got my oil changed, and now I have to deal with some shit like this. Cumberland PD. No wonder they got the petition out on that officer, whoever he is. There's gonna be some more. So lawsuit coming. Free money. By the way, sir, I've been fishing at Jennings, Randolph Lake.
How's it been?
I catching some big bass. I'm about to go buy me a boat here shortly, as soon as y'all let me go.
As the cops were busy finding nothing in his car, Ent gave them a lecture and maybe made them realize who pays their salaries with the tax money.
K9 guy?
Yep.
I just scanned the vehicle.
He alerted, didn't
No.
he? Yeah, because obviously now, because I mentioned he didn't. It's bull. man. Nothing against you personally. Nothing at all. It's just the way y'all treat people out here for absolutely nothing is ridiculous. And it has nothing to do with you personally.
Be careful. You got a bus coming through.
What's your name, sir?
Baluch, B-A-L-U-C-H.
He's been cool. You can finish what you was telling me.
So,
Sorry.
All good, bro.
Cut you off, bro.
so like I said, dog didn't alert to the vehicle, but I always interview anybody after I scan, whether the dog alerts or not.
Yeah.
Just because I want to make sure the dog's doing what he's supposed to. So, there's never been any drug or nothing like that.
No.
All right. Works for me.
No car, sir. This is my work car.
And was unfazed when the K9 unit officer had checked and scanned the car, but had found nothing and no alerts were set off. This proves his innocence, like he claimed from the start.
I'm free to go?
The officer will be with you in the thing.
Okay.
But as far as the dog stuff, you're done. They just have to finish your warning or whatever they're doing, and then you're
Thank you, sir. No, they don't need to give me no warning. He need to write me a ticket. Because they keep giving me warnings, but he keeps saying I keep violating the law. So,
what's your warning here?
that's another warning. I've done nothing.
I don't feel like police
Another warning.
writing tickets, but here's your warning.
Yep.
He didn't believe he was right about everything he said. He manages to prove his point once more. The police gave him warnings, but the problem they mention every time is that he hasn't done anything wrong. They don't commit to writing a ticket either because of the burden of evidence. These corrupt cops will never learn that violating people's rights and performing these uncalled for stops in innocent people has never improved their image in the general public. But I suppose the ones in Cumberland couldn't care less. The last case showed us how cops can become bullies and tyrants, but this next one shows us what would happen if the cops actually knew their civil rights.
I really am hard of hearing, so.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
On November 9th, 2023, an auditor named Jeff with the YouTube channel Honor Your Oath set up outside City Hall in Berry Hill, Tennessee, with a simple goal in mind: to spread the love for homeless veterans.
Go to City Hall on a traditional public forum and spread this message of God bless our homeless veterans and help not hate directly to my targeted audience, which is the City Council and anybody who would be voting here at the City Council, passing ordinances or laws that would be directly affecting our homeless population, specifically our homeless vets, either positively or negatively. So this message would hopefully encourage them to be compassionate to our homeless veterans, the City Council. So this is the city of Berry Hill, Tennessee.
Jeff decides to go inside City Hall and record audio to have a chat with the front desk and let them know about what he's doing on the sidewalk.
Hey guys. Hey, thank you for letting me use the restroom. I'm just going to be out in front of the City Hall for about 30 minutes or so, and then I'll be on my way.
We have to get a vendor license for you to do it.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to, it doesn't cost anything. Or who are you? Is it just you individually?
Yeah, just me.
We actually don't allow solicitation in Berry Hill.
Okay, yeah, I'll just be out here for 30 minutes or so.
We don't allow that here in
All
Berry
right.
Hill. If you'll go across Thompson Lane.
I wasn't asking permission. I was just letting you know.
If Jeff hadn't told the lady inside City Hall about his intentions, I'm sure they weren't even going to be aware. But despite him doing nothing illegal, she's quick to call the cops.
Hey, officer, how are you? Not much. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
What can we help you with?
No, nothing. I'm good.
You good?
Yes, sir. You're Officer Carter?
Yes.
All right, my name's Jeff. How you doing?
Jeff, we don't allow soliciting here.
Soliciting is a civil right.
What's that?
Soliciting is a civil right protected by the First Amendment. It's a charitable appeal for funds. It's free speech. Yeah, I just told them I was going to be out here for about 30 minutes, and I'll be on my way.
How long ago was that?
3 or 4 minutes ago, probably.
All right.
I'm hard of hearing. I really am hard of hearing, so.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, okay. So I was just having a hard time hearing you over the traffic.
Officer Carter here turned out to be a real prick towards Jeff. As Jeff tells him he's hard of hearing, but Carter couldn't care less and replies sarcastically.
Well, it's a lot of traffic out here, and I'm able to spread the message directly to people coming and going from City Hall.
At this point, another officer arrives on the scene and is filled in on Jeff's plans.
Yeah, man, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not causing any problems. Just out here doing this the day before Veterans Day, spreading this message. God bless the homeless vets.
I got you. I mean, you got the right to do that. But did you sign up with the city hall to be in a peaceful protest?
I'm not required to do that.
With us, you are.
According to the First Amendment, I'm not. Constitution. So. Yeah, I wanted to use the restroom, and I thanked them for using the restroom. Then I said, I'll just be out here for about 30 minutes. They said, you need to get a permit or something like that.
Yeah, the permit with
And I was like, well, I'm not asking for permission. I've already got that from the Constitution. So if you guys could just let me be for 30 minutes, and I'll be on my way.
Well, we'll go check with them, but if they don't want you here, then we're going to have to escort you out or take you to jail, whichever one you want to do.
In fact, Jeff is correct about his point here. City Hall is a public space, and the First Amendment rights permit you to be able to practice free speech in any form, even if this may be a piece of cardboard or a helpful poster. But these cops are aloof on even this basic point.
And you guys can't require me to get a permit to do it. I mean, it's not lawfully, you can't require me to get a permit to do it.
Yeah, here in the city of Bear Hill, you know, we're required to have a peddler's license to solicit.
Well, I definitely am solicited. No doubt about that.
You got to have a peddler's license. The guys we have here, you know, they're working for the contributor or something like that, you know, and they got a proper credentials.
The officer keeps rambling and comparing Jeff to other cases he's seen, but what he doesn't realize is that small-town ordinances don't override the law of the land, like the Constitution of America.
Yeah, I'm soliciting, but what I'm soliciting is compassion and love for homeless veterans. The day before Veterans Day, tomorrow's Veterans Day. I put it in my heart.
Tomorrow's not Veterans Day.
Huh?
Tomorrow's not Veterans Day.
Oh, when is it?
Saturday.
Saturday, sir.
So you come out tomorrow and do it then. We're not here.
Yes, sir.
Are you selling anything?
I'm not, no.
I didn't have a problem you standing out here for that in the beginning, so
okay.
Thanks for doing that for them.
All right.
As long as you're not selling anything, not trying to beg for anything, any kind of money, or impeding any kind of traffic ways or entrance ways, exit ways,
right,
and you're good out here. I'll just give you the ordinances, restrictions and stuff right here. That's all of our restrictions that we have.
Okay.
You're not violating anything as long as you're not sitting around blocking anything, like I said. But
nope.
If you want to, here's all of our ordinance for everything that has to do with solicitation. If you want to go ahead and read that.
Okay.
But just want to let you know, if you do get a call that you're soliciting, I'm not saying you're going to. You only have to ask you to leave. So,
okay.
But other than that, and you're good.
Right. Like I said, the only thing I'm soliciting is goodwill and compassion for the homeless guys.
The other officer returns and becomes the voice of reason for once. He must have realized his basic training on laws from his academy days. He simply informs Jeff on the various restrictions that he has to abide by when protesting, and actually hears him out.
So even if you are panhandling, the courts have ruled that that's a charitable appeal for funds, and it's free speech. I mean, they can't outlaw somebody from just asking for help, because that's free speech.
Gotcha. Well, you got it all there.
Right.
You've been cool, so I appreciate it.
Okay, you guys. All right, won't do it. Y'all have a blessed day. Gotcha.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe.
Just like that, they set him on his way, and the world can perhaps be a slightly more compassionate place due to the efforts of auditors like Jeff and good policemen. As Jeff had pointed out numerous times in the video before, that asking for help for veterans, even if classified as solicitation, is lawful, since it was ruled by courts that asking for help for charitable funds is legal. Even though one of the cops was immature and untrained, his partner had the decency to respect Jeff's First Amendment rights. The last case showed us what respect and patience from cops can bring to us. This next case takes that concept and throws it out the window.
Don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
We have to identify.
I have not committed a crime.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
On June 9th, 2021, Sean from the YouTube channel Long Island Audit was peacefully exercising his constitutional rights at the Danbury, Connecticut Public Library, but the library staff alerted the authorities in no time at all.
Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Sure, can I have your ID, please?
No, you can't.
Excuse me.
Have you not heard that before?
I've heard it plenty of times. It's just I'm surprised because, well, my name and my badge number is right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you see it?
Tibbetts?
Yep, 640.
The pen is blocking the number.
Oh.
640?
Yep.
And Dennis, 647.
So I was told that you were asked to leave.
Okay, so would you like to know...
Is that correct?
Would you like to know what I'm doing here, sir?
Were you asked to leave?
Sir, would you like to know what I'm doing here?
I'd like to answer my question.
Sir, this is a public library.
Okay,
I see where this is going.
I want you to answer my question.
I see.
Officer Tibbetts doesn't really want to hear anything and rather jumps into a demanding stance. I think he's forgetting that he wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for good citizens like Sean.
I see where this is going.
Security asked you to leave, and did the employees ask you to leave, sir?
No.
Were you
I was not. I was not.
Would you like him to leave, sir? Okay.
So security. So let me explain just so you get a. Let me just explain really quick so you guys can understand. So what I'm doing here is a First Amendment protected activity. I'm recording. I know you don't care, sir, but listen. You know, if you violate that in any way and interfere with that,
I'm not violating it. They asked you to leave.
Yeah, but they can't ask me to leave. This is a public library. Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
Sean has been through this scenario hundreds of times in his past videos.
This is a public library. I'm going to ask you to de-escalate a little bit.
You need to go outside.
You
need to step outside.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 law enforcement officers.
The cops were surprised to see that he wasn't intimidated by their guns and badges, so they got more focused on throwing him out rather than getting his side of the story.
Well, I mean, just because you guys seem real hostile, I'm going to explain myself ahead of time. Normally, I don't explain myself.
Well, you haven't explained yourself yet.
I told you I'm gathering content for a story, and I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity.
For what? What is the purpose of it? For what reason?
I'm not willing to disclose until it's published. Until it's published, I'm not going to disclose it.
Videotaping in a public place is allowed by the Constitution of America, which comes above any local policy or ordinance. Usually, in many of Sean's interactions, the people at the public place never complain about him recording. It's just the corrupt security and cops.
You have to go up to somebody and say, listen, do you feel uncomfortable or uncomfortable? If they're uncomfortable, you're breaching their peace.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay.
You can't. Yes, I do. More than you, for sure.
It's just really creepy.
More than you, for sure. You can't turn a constitutionally protected activity into a crime, sir. Unfortunately, as much as you'd like to.
Even if it's not a crime, it's creepy as heck.
I'm going to request a supervisor again.
In a minute. Yeah.
I'm going to request one. I'm pretty sure your policy, if I go home and look at your policy, and I'm pretty sure if I request a supervisor, you guys should call one, correct?
Sean repeatedly asks for the supervisor, but his requests fall on deaf ears. They can't deny him his requests, so they stay quiet or delay him.
Acting like a child?
Yeah, so we're
acting like a child.
We have a supervisor coming out here to appease your request.
Yeah, great. You're my servant, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're my public servant.
That's right.
You're here to protect and serve me.
Sure am. And I'm also here to protect and serve them too.
So I don't need protection. I don't need protection. So that's
excuse me. I just
so
want to
that
make
means
sure you're going to be okay and these people are going to be okay.
Because I don't need protection. That only leaves one more thing. You're here to serve me. That's what you're here to do.
Here's another thing. Did you get permission when you post that video of these people?
Don't need it. They're in public.
You don't need it?
Yeah, they're in public. Don't need it. See, you're learning something here today, man. Come on. This is what I do.
Eventually, the cops did agree to bring their supervisor to the scene, but not before getting schooled on the law. 24 years in service, and he doesn't even know what's protected by the Constitution. Says a lot about the kind of cop he is. Imagine what he would do when a camera isn't pointed at him. Eventually, Supervisor Sergeant Dickinson arrived on the scene.
Hey, Sergeant, how you doing? Good, nice to meet you, sir. Hey,
So, according to
I just say Sergeant Dickinson?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, so they would like you to leave?
Okay.
At this point?
Sergeant, okay. How about you mind your business?
Are you gonna leave?
Hold on.
Are you gonna leave? Yes or no?
If I don't leave, will I be arrested?
Yes, you're trespassing.
Okay, I'm gonna leave then, because you're under threat of arrest.
That's
I'm
correct, yes.
under threat of arrest. I'm going to leave. And no, you do not.
Hold on.
Well, don't touch me.
Hold on.
Don't touch. No, you don't. No, you
We
don't.
have to
I have not committed a crime.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. Listen, man, you're touching me,
They asked you to leave. They asked you to
and I'm
leave.
leaving under threat of arrest.
Okay. You're refusing to provide identification to us. We need
Because I
identification,
haven't committed
because
a
if you come
crime.
back-
Seems like the total hierarchy of this police department is in shambles.
Go ahead. And don't touch me again, man. Seriously.
Listen, we tell you not to go anywhere, you don't go nowhere. You understand?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Do you understand that, though?
I'm telling. Do you understand that I
telling
told
you.
you not to touch me?
Do you understand that?
Don't touch me.
You don't leave until we say so.
Don't touch me. Nobody's scared of you, Tibbets.
No one's supposed to be scared of me. I'm talking over you because you keep yapping.
Okay.
You're not listening. You're here to
Okay.
sit here and preach about everything. You know the law.
I do.
You don't even know what simple trespass
I
is.
do. I do know the law. Unfortunately, more than you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I know the law more than you. It's very sad.
You're sad.
Okay.
They really are. This is pathetic.
Stop.
Listen. Come on, man. There's no.
You're gonna talk to me now.
Sergeant Tibbets kept trying to escalate the situation by getting all up in Sean's face. Cops try this tactic to get a reaction out of the suspect so they have a reason to get hands-on. Luckily, Sean's calm demeanor was a thorn in his side.
And under certain circumstances, the library administration or designee, that gentleman right there, with the assistance or advice of the law enforcement authorities as necessary, may make decisions to remove or exclude individuals with or without warning. who interrupt normal library operations by behaving in a disruptive or inappropriate manner towards customers or staff.
So you seem like a
No, I'm
you know,
trying-
you seem like a good guy. You're trying to work with me, but I'm letting you know that this is
He needs to produce ID.
this is what I do, sir. This is what I do. I've been to plenty of libraries. I've been to plenty of post offices, plenty of public. You're.
Produce ID?
Can I please speak to the sergeant? Please, I'm talking to the sergeant.
One more minute.
So, like I said, sir, I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. So that's not committing a crime. Exactly, that's the exact opposite. Because I'm exercising my rights that the Constitution gave me. I'm not disturbing anything, sir.
Okay, so you had your say. Okay.
If you give me a lawful order, I will comply.
The gentleman already asked you to leave. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. We have to identify you because after that, if you continue to come in here, then we would have to.
They're going to officially trespass you. They need your ID to give you a letter to officially trespass you from
So,
the city.
what I'm asking.
Public library.
Okay.
So what I'm asking at this point.
Yeah.
You may leave with a verbal warning.
Even though momentarily the supervisor was being reasonable with Sean, the other officers were itching to put cuffs around Sean and call it a day.
Here you go.
Cool.
Great.
Have a nice day.
Get out.
Where's my trespass? Where's my trespass warning?
They'll send it to you in the mail.
After a bit of back and forth, Sean eventually agreed to leave under the threat of arrest.
If you didn't have that badge and you touched me, if you didn't have that badge and you touched me,
What is that? What are you trying to say?
don't touch me.
What are you trying to say?
Because if you
What are
didn't
you trying to say
have, you
here?
touched me.
What are you trying to say
I'm
here?
trying to leave.
You're trying to
Just
leave.
go.
When I told
Just
you-
go.
I'm trying to leave.
Just go, because it's not good for you.
It's not good for me. It's not good for you. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
You lose your temper,
I'm
you
going.
start threatening officers.
I'm not threatening. You're a douchebag. You're a douchebag. Yup. Is that against the law? I'm going. I'm going off the property right now.
According to the American Economic Journal, local governments spend over $12 billion annually funding the operation of 15,427 public libraries in the United States, just so civilians like Sean can be kicked out for exercising their rights.
It's public. You don't get it? This is what you think. No, it's not.
So because it's public, there's no laws or rules in anywhere? You
No.
can just do whatever you want?
No, that's not true. You
Alright,
can.
So they have a law that says what you're doing was wrong.
They have
so
a
they would like you to
policy. They have a policy.
leave. So they
A
would like you to leave,
policy.
and that's what we did.
No, but the law protects me to do what I do. You understand?
No,
It's a constitutionally protected
Put that on your
activity.
YouTube feed because
It's
you're
constitutionally protected activity. If I went in there and I was acting like an asshole,
You're wrong.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey, 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 hey! I want to file a complaint against him, Sergeant.
All right, thanks,
He just
Sergeant.
grabbed my arm. Sergeant, he just grabbed my arm. I want to file a complaint. Sergeant.
Sean filed a notice of intent to sue the city clerk and filed formal complaints against all tyrants involved. And the result of that came soon after. In Sean's words, you don't always have to get arrested to bring change. And he's a living example of that. Interactions like these give us all hope to stand against tyrants. I hope these cases highlight some of the corrupt cops in our society and the importance of knowing your rights. Let me know your thoughts on the first one in the comments below.